Mimi kijana handsome unajua? Mimi sijui za mama unaongea hapa.
Hiyo unapata period unaona amekama amesema zangu zili late now 2 days na 3 days I thought I was expected.
See, I was told by my mother and my grandmother. I can mash.
Na kuonanga tu venye unapikianga bibi yako kwa passion.
So pia ule watu wako since I got into this marriage setup, my wife cut down
my marriage setup.
Simplest ingredients for the simplest of meals. Peekays.
Hello, welcome to Peekays, where we cook the
simplest meals with the simplest ingredients you can find just
right outside your door.
Hapo tu kwa kibanda tu hapo.
Hapo kwa mama wa soko. Hapo tu. Hapo. Hapo ndipo utapata.
Huku ni kwa Peekays na tumeinvade.
Yes.
Mfanye vile mtafanya.
Tunaingia.
Tunaingia na tufanye ile. Cheki vile Kamores wanaingia.
Tunaingia. Moyo wangu
mama umeikamata.
Moyo wangu mama umenikamata.
Fikra zangu umezishika mateka. Unavyonibeba wewe ni matata. Na kukamata sakata wewe ni matata mama. That's what's up guys.
Unaona tunaweza hack channel yako. Na tuendeleze by the way.
Welcome to this YouTube channel. This is where we cook the simplest meals.
Uja introduce.
Sasa niwaambie lecture.
Anafanya nakala safi
sasa. Yes, sana wasafishia. Unajua mmekuja na Kiswahili na speed and what not. So guys, this is where you cook the simplest meal with the simplest ingredient you can just find outside your door. Kibanda, for those of you who don't know, is just the market just outside your, could be beyond fruits, it could be anything. Just just there.
Yeah.
So the girl is here because she wants to treat us with some amazing meal.
No, me I'm not here. Say hi Kwanza.
Hi guys.
Where you are?
We are home.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, niliona
Musenyeeee. Leo tunapika musenyeeee.
By the way, jina sijui.
Wacha nikuambie, nilipigia Rich the other day. Alikuwa apitie kwambia, "Aki mmekosa kupitia na tumewapikia mshenyeeee." Wakacheka. Niko like, why are these people laughing? I'm like, "Ati mshenyeeee." Wala nguke uko na kiboa amecheka. "Ati mshenyeeee." So we say as the Peekays. Wacha to teach the teachers today. So today tunataka kuwapikia mshenyeeee.
Unajua hiki kitu yenye mnazane mshenyeeee? Kitu tulikuwa tunapikiwa na mamangu. Mama Mr. Ita.
If your mom is tighter, then you know what this is.
Yeah, actually we call it kimanga.
It's called kimanga,
yes.
But I think kimanga has beans.
No, you can still do it with
njahe.
And hata tujawaonesha ingredients.
Guys, these we'll show you. But this ones, for those of you who don't know, they are called black-eyed peas.
Lakini Wadavida Wadavida, they can relate to msenyeeee.
So this is kimanga, by the way. This is kimanga. So ebu tell us the ingredients that tulikuambia you prepare, babe. Yes.
First of all, shout out to Maroon Commandos for that song. Siko sure, but I know that beat was them. Maroon Commandos.
And they did a cover.
But that's what I know from.
But I think they made the song.
Okay, if not the case, whoever it is, you let us know down in the comment section who it is who sang that song. So this is a very, 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 very simple meal.
Simple and
for me,
yummy.
I learned this from my aunt because she used to make this for us.
Babe, how come you've never made it for us until the other day? Nikasema kupika.
She even came when Miguel was younger and made it for us.
Who?
My aunt.
Why we arguing?
Yeah. So
anasema alikuwa anajua before.
No, me I learned from my aunt.
How come hatujaipikia pika hii nyumbani?
And
it's very simple.
Apparently it is not in one of my favorite lists.
But when you had
I love it, but for me I would not say but I love black-eyed peas. I think what I don't like is the raw bananas. But everything else is fine. So what I'm saying is it's very simple. So you just need a couple of bananas depending on the population you have in your house, and then you have sweet potatoes also depending on how many people you have at home. Na the bananas preferably zikuwe zimeripen kidogo tu. Na kama zijaiva, what do? You add ripe bananas. And then we'll also need black eyed peas, aka jahe. That's what's up.
Korali agwa sindale hewe.
Zinakuwa poa there.
No, but they are healthy.
They are very healthy.
And I'll have Korea. These are
Healthy
very nice.
mignon.
Yeah, so this is it. So what we'll do is you'll just combine them in one pot and let them boil until they are mushy. Then you'll mash them all together, and that's it.
However, I have to say this. There's some people who prefer frying onion. You see the way we do mokimo. Sometimes when you want to do mokimo, iko na taste ya kitungu. You fry or caramelize
Onions.
Caramelize onions on the side, and then ikishaiva kimanga kali. Unamwagilia zile caramelized onions and then you stir. But for us, because we have stew,
but also for me, from the experience I have and the little knowledge I have from the kitchen, a sweet meal, if you add onions, you don't really get the flavor of it. Because iko na ngwashe na mandizi.
Iko na mandizi. Sasa for mokimo, I think you can be able to feel it.
Exactly. Mokimo, because
everything is... But I'd love to try it with onions one day.
Doesn't have to try, but I'm saying just that's me.
Imagine, guys, that's Musenyeeee for you.
That's Musenyeeee. So you can combine that. Then I ask her some questions. I'll find the Akai because I understand that she's fainting a lot.
Please release my wife.
Otherwise,
she's fainting a lot.
Really watch. Okay, well.
So where is the mash box?
No, we don't do mash boxes.
Has a lighter?
In this house.
Wait, babe, we don't do matchboxes.
No, let me. Can I teach you?
Show me.
Teach you. You don't have to press.
Hold both together.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Babe, sisi ndio tumebaki wa mambo za matchbox. Lakini mbona mnachukia njahe, guys?
Yeah.
So by the way, kama unachukia njahe, this is one way of having your njahe without having them. Again, you eat without eating. So you'll get the healthy benefits of the njahe, but you won't eat them. Tazikulia na ndani. Takulia na ndani. Dominion farm oye. Hizo ni za ndani. Anyway, Jolia Kiolia.
7 months of waiting. To conceive. Kuna filaje?
Manze pressure sitakudanganya. Pressure. Especially the fact that even with Miguel we didn't have to wait. It was one time. So in your head you think that after the second time it will be itakuwa faster. So unaona 1 month, 2 months. No.
3 months.
In our video that we did tukisema 7 months, kuna watu walikuwa nasi unajua tu online pia people talk. They were like, Aki, you are complaining about months. Do you know there are people who have waited for years? Guys, let me tell you. Every wait is validated. Hata kama ni 1 month. You need to validate everybody's feelings. You cannot say ati because me was 7 months and there's someone else who's probably waited 10 years. Hakuna tofauti. Ni same.
Disappointment in the same.
So your pressure there, every month you are receiving your period, sometimes you stay 4 days period haijakam and then inakam. That's the worst feeling, even as a woman. So it was not easy. So don't ever invalidate anybody's feelings.
Na wewe ulikuwa na filaje by the way? Unajua all this time si ati tu ni yeye peke yake.
By the way, about to
show ulikuwa na filaje hiyo time ya waiting?
Honestly for me, I don't think I was feeling bad continuously. I think at that moment when you are trying and then you find out it's not happening. But after that, you always know I have no control over this. It's in God's hands. Then the Bible says that in God's time He makes everything beautiful. So I was encouraged by that. Najua wakati ya Mungu itakam tu.
And also I think he really had to man up. So sasa tukisikia vibaya sisi wote. No wote idhoro leo vipofu wawili.
But it's also
lazima ajikaze. Like he really used to encourage me. And he encouraged like God's time is the best and all that. And nilikuwa by the way nafanya ni feel. Niko encouraged.
Na hata akaikuweka mtu mimba huyu.
Manze na ungemuona.
Lakini kijana handsome unajua. Mimi sijui mama unaongea hapa. Ngoja nikapige guys. Achana na hao wawili mimi sijui mambo.
Hizi kwani kuna mix pale?
Kwa nini? Kwa hiyo
Unasimixai?
not now. Nataka kwenda hapo nyuma ndio nikuwe nikikula kula.
Sawa.
Nasikianga nikinganga mambo.
Hebu nikuulize hiyo quantity ni mob?
Utabaki utabadilishia. So unaweza ambiaje I have a WhatsApp group. It has right now I think almost 300
for waiting wombs.
Yeah, waiting.
Yeah, I know you are very passionate about.
Yeah, I have almost 300 women.
Wow.
We have so many women. Wengine wamekaa hata 20 years. Like seeing all those women, me I didn't know. You know, I had never seen it from that angle. So now I can see the bigger picture because now I am now running a group that is full of women. Every day they are crying. Yo unapata period unaona amekama amesema zangu zili late na 2 days na 3 days I thought I was expectant. Mwingine anakam anasema ati I'm spotting some dots, I hope it's implantation. Then the person comes later and says, guys, the periods have come, I'm so disappointed. I feel like wengine wana feel tu yani ni kama wanaweza enda wagongwe na basi. It is that bad out here.
Yeah.
And I think it's true what you're saying. There's no small waiting and big
There's
waiting.
no small waiting and big waiting.
Yeah, because
every person is valid.
Every
Your feelings
person
are valid.
Yeah, the moment you in your head you start trying.
Yes. Now you're anticipating.
Yes, the moment you start trying, you expect not to have your periods the next
month. That is it. In fact, hapa umesema.
Yeah, and when they come,
it's a disappointment.
Me have been there.
Yeah.
Yani zina come unasikia yani ni kama yani
it's a death of an expectation.
Yes.
It's always mourning a death of an expectation.
Yes.
So ni kama you're expecting something na haija. So you have to mourn it. So it's almost like you're in a funeral each and every month. So you can imagine.
Yeah. So I was saying I want you to talk to those waiting wombs, women. And just encourage them because you've been there, you felt the disappointment. You know how it feels. It's not new. So you can just tell them and encourage them.
So ladies, why me? I know every person feels their own way. The feeling is not like one is not for all. Kuna extent yenye wewe una feel, kuna yenye mwingine ana feel, but all I can tell you is Jeremiah 29, is it verse 3? For I know the plans that I have for you. 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans to give you a future and a hope, and they are plans of good, not for evil. So I know this is so hard to say. It's easier said than done to just wait on the Lord. It's easier said than, na hiyo najua kabisa. Like I know by now kuna watu wamesikia verses, wamesikia sermons, wamekuwa encouraged, wako tu like sasa mimi kanini unaniambia hapa, like there's nothing that I do not know, but that is the word of the Lord. So every time there is a reason why God is keeping you in waiting, so that maybe you can become a testimony. I know some people hata wanasemanga me God sitaki kukua testimony, kama ni mimi usinichague, wacha nisikue testimony. Let it not be me this time. Unaget? So just wait on the Lord, honestly. Just wait on the Lord. But also, something else I always say is, do not be ignorant. Enda to get checked. Go get checked. Maybe it is something that is medically related. Na uko tu pale ukiomba Mungu. Yes, Mungu atakujibu, lakini ujue there are some things God cannot. Hata kuja kuchukue kupeleke. See, sometimes utapata maybe it's okay, I hear people saying clogged tubes. Maybe ina need to unclogiwa tu.
Yeah.
Na get kutolewa maybe sometimes they say sometimes inakuwa kama ka spider web.
Yes.
Kuswapiwa tu hivyo tu, and then everything will be okay. Just go get checked. Praying is good, and it is what we recommend, number one, as a Christian. But also just go ahead and do a medical check.
Yeah. And also
work with a professional.
Yeah, also as you say that, if you're a man out there, don't ignore and don't assume that you are okay. Because utapata we have women who
Wow.
they're trying. We have a couple that is trying, but the only person who has been checked is the woman.
Yeah.
So una assume the guy or your spouse is very much okay, but in real sense you might find he's actually the problem,
Yes.
not you.
So it's not
Yeah.
always the woman is the problem.
Yeah, it's not
Just
always.
be
Yeah.
nini enough and then nyinyi wote wawili.
Yes, yes.
Eh.
Yeah, I think nimelearn so much cause unapata like in our group, yeah? Unapata mtu akisema bwana yangu alikataa na kakataa kwenda
Sasa hao
hosi.
hawataipata.
Sasa
Yeah,
now
unapata stories zingine hapo tu kwa group. There's a lady who was married. She was not conceiving but left the marriage but went to another marriage. Hata 2 months azikuisha she conceived.
something. So what happens when if somebody is
And they
going
had
through
tried
this,
for long.
it makes it even difficult when one of the spouse assumes that they are okay
Yeah.
and the other one is doing everything that is required.
Yeah.
You go to
Because it's not a
medical
woman
check and
problem.
everything. So it feels like you're carrying the burden
Yeah.
alone.
Yes.
So it makes it easier if let's go and first find out if medically we need to eliminate everything medically.
Yeah.
Then
Yes.
we can know that what now is ahead of us is that now we just have to wait on God and His time.
Yes.
At this time you were waiting, did you at some point feel that you needed to get checked?
Personally, by me, I did not get to a point where I felt that. I was so convinced that in God's time, it is always going to be well. So I never got to a point I felt that.
Mimi after hii nilikuwa nimesema sasa ikikaa ikose kukam we will go to now to we will go.
Oh, both, yeah?
Kwa sababu ilikuwa imekaa the previous month, the 6th month ilikuwa imekaa, my period ilikuwa imekaa 4 days then zikakaa. My period has never done that ever. Yangu inakuanga regular 28. Kaka 4 na nikashanga what's happening. So sasa hii venye ilika 6 days iko like now this if this is not pregnancy I'll have to go get checked. Kwa dhuo.
You or him or both?
Tungeenda tu both.
No, ideally I would have taken him probably and then we hear what the doctor will say.
The doctor has to
If he recommends, because you know, at 20 for a check, you're just going for the consultation with the dietary and ask, okay, it's been like, because again, that's important of having somebody who is with you, because Duo was there from month 1. So
Yeah.
at least angesema, now let's try this because
This,
we are
yeah.
allowed that. So let's try and do this. See if
Depending
the
on,
problem.
but what maybe she's asking is ange suggest uchekiwe
Yeah,
pia, would
ungekubali.
you have complied with ease?
Yes, that's obviously how it's supposed to be. Because I don't see the reason why you should not. Because I don't have a way of, you know, like right now, my blood is red. At unikati ndio nione my blood is red. I cannot say okay that because naona it's obvious. I get cut every day. But there's something that is beyond my knowledge. Somebody who has that knowledge akiniambia, let's do this and see whether whatever the sperm count they look for or whatever it is tunaangalia tuone kama ziko sawa. Then we rule out that it's not you or it is not the both of you, it's an external factor, whatever it is. So I would have honestly just done it like really. Yes.
Hebu ongelesha wale wababa wenye wanakatanga kuchekiwa.
Hapo nimesema this is the only way I'm saying because I don't know why or what sort of pride you would have to feel that I am okay or how you would just be able to come and tell me or convince me that I know I am okay. So my point is this, because you're in this together, you need to give support to the other person. You feel also hii mzigo ni pepe peke yake. You know nikwambia mimi sina shida ni wewe. How am I sure that you are not me?
It is not a woman
Yeah.
problem. Infertility
It could be anybody.
and delay in conceiving is not a woman
It could
problem.
be you, it could be her, it could not even be both of you. It could be external factors. Ama how nature of how unapata mtu
Living.
is how you will live. Maybe unapata you are not traveling career people. I go to winter season when it's winter season. I come back to the country. I don't know what that does to the biological whatever of the body.
Yeah.
I'm just giving an example of what could be. So it could be ile mnasemanga wrong timings due over wrong or something.
Yeah.
Kuna
Which is part of knowledge.
So I just feel when you go wawili and seek, it's easier that way.
I agree.
Yeah, so if you're out there, by the way, with all due respect,
You are
even if
a
you're
man.
please just go that extra mile, because I know also to some extent you need to feel, hey, man, wish to at me, because nobody wants to live without it's called what? hii genealogy, this God atuambia tufanye procreating. Special generation that will.
Kuna watu hawapendi.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine, Musenyeeee Gitao. By the way, nitaika YouTube
she's
channel.
so vocal.
Yeah, nitaika YouTube channel yake hapa, if you go and watch her.
She's so vocal about it.
Yes. Yeah, si ati mimi na no. She talks about it. Alienda mpaka akakatwa ni kutaiwa tubes.
Yani ile isikuskue ikuwe na kasuku.
Yeah, alienda akataiwa tubes. Ilikuwa kutaiwa ama kukatwa? Kutaiwa, I think. And you can just go and watch her story here. So, we have women, true, and men wenye hawatakangi at all. They don't want children. And it's not a problem, by the way. Yes. Guy. Yeah, so guys, Milka imebidi ameenda.
Yeah, she needs to take some rest.
Yeah. She's having some ups and downs.
Kipindi cha lala salama, so it's towards the tail end of it, so
yeah.
Tired, kuchoka nayo ni
nile na bongo intestines nini zimefinywa, kila kitu iko
lungs, intestine,
so hata kuongea sasa hii ni problem, kutembea ni problem.
Like anaongea ni kama anahema, like breath, catching your breath.
Yeah,
so she needs now to
catch her breath,
breathe in, ndio mambo iendelee. You know, this life is a matter of choice.
Yeah.
But kuna wale wanataka I want to have a generation.
Yeah.
Like uko mpaka I want 7 children.
Yeah, ataki.
Yeah, ataki. So us who want, nasema kuna wale unajua unataka. So don't try and prove yourself right or wrong.
Yes.
Because kuna wale usema ane uko nje atafuta academic kingine upige shughuli ndio prove that ako poa.
Yeah.
So in the first place, why are you in this relationship with this particular person? So you can't just tell them waeke kando utafute mwingine to prove.
Yeah.
Kama ni kwenda seek medical help, and then both of you. Ndio, if it's ruled out that ni wewe ama ni yeye ama it's none of you, mna walk that journey with a medical profession who is able to now take you through it, and eventually God's time it's all going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yes. Yeah. Na kuna wale we have by the one of somebody who I know who alienda through that journey, and it never was fruitful at the very end. But eventually they agreed as a spouse to adopt children.
Oh yeah.
And they are happy, and they have children, and they are living together as a couple. Because we always say, by the way, we are not here for children. We tawalea au in another 20 years by the way atakuwa hapa. So we have to learn how to, it's about me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eventually we can say let's bring up children to adopt a total, because they're out there. Kuna some who by default become orphans. Maybe as a mezaliwa, their mother through that process dies. So that child has no fault. So God sometimes anakonga ameka such things ndio wewe you bring them up. So you can go and seek that option if you both agree. Me, I know 2 or 3 couples who have done that, and they are doing extremely well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So God's time, guys, always the best. Musenyeeee imefika wapi?
Iko huko inachemuka.
Oh, umeongeza njahe hapa.
Njahe, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Guys, Peekays ameongeza
tumeongeza tuliwaambia from the word go that you just mix everything together. So the only thing that's missing here are the ripe bananas, because that is the picky.
So what are we going to do with them?
Once this is ready, all this is ready, we just add them. Hizo only kuzipika. Niza kuongeza hiyo sweetness to the ngwashe and everything else. Hivyo tu.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are we waiting for here?
The way in a way that you can kufanya hivi, you can mash them easily. Yes.
Okay.
So we allow them to boil a bit mpaka zifike hiyo stage.
So can you do this na ndoma? Instead of ngwashe?
No, ndoma I don't think, because ndoma zina sukari. So it would be something very, very different.
So the whole point of this ni sukari.
The sweetness, that's what they look out for.
So
that's why even hiyo kimango nafanya, the one I have seen or I have had before, they use the same ngwashi na beans. Because you're looking for that hiyo utamu ya the bananas.
So the point hapa ni utamu.
Ni hiyo utamu ya the bananas.
Okay.
Yes.
Sawa.
So moment is here. The food is ready. So let's do the thing.
The food is ready, or
the food is ready, because this is what ilivyobakia peke yake rich. Sasa tuliwaambia this thing ikisha boil to a point ya kumash sasa. It's just mashing down everything. Unaona?
With salt, yeah?
Yeah, salt. Hivyo tu. So we'll mash it until it's iko sawa.
Mbona hiyo njahi ina taste ni kali? Ama mimi sijakula njahi for long.
Okay. Wenye wanakuja hewa nasema inakuanga hivyo. But now ukimix na hizi mavitu, hizi mangwashi na mandizi. Hiyo story utaisikia.
Okay.
See, I was taught well by my mother and my grandmother. I can mash.
Nakuonanga tu venye unapikianga bibi yako kwa mtandao.
Kufunzwa vizuri.
Ni passion.
So pia wewe ule watoto wako vizuri hivyo. Ni passion, but also you see also it is heavily dependent on how you also brought up.
Inakaa kukua tamu.
Like now I have people who say that they cannot get the kitchen.
Men.
Yes.
Yeah, we have them.
Nakwambia hata utakuwa na chini mtoto hapo, maziwa inaungua hapo. Haezi itoa.
So the nini is supposed to mash also.
What?
The njahi.
Not really.
Nikuulize mbona tu kuzibonda before tuziweke hapa ndani ama ulikuwa unataka ziendelee kuiva tu?
Mtu, you can do that if you prefer that. But because nobody hates these ones. Sini kama tu mukimo. You don't mash the maize or the beans. The same thing. Na sisi zinamashika huko.
Naona.
So you need that zikwati to the mash before. Okay, my way.
Your way.
Yeah. It's not a standard way. Say that you kimash, ama usipomash, nothing will happen.
So guys, let's mash.
Then we'll come back and show you when we are all done.
Yeah.
But tumeona vile tunaendelea. So tumeongeza the ripe bananas because hizi I need kuzipika, so we'll just mash them and mix them together with everything and we'll be done.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So basically what we'll be eating is sweet kimanga.
Yeah.
Umemuita aje wa mnyonyezi? Umemuita aje?
Gani wewe?
Hii kitu.
Yes. Hiyo jina nilisikia na babe na sijui alitoa wapi.
Inaitwa? Usema.
Ati Musenyeeee. I don't know what that is personally.
Musenyeeee is kimanga. Hivyo ndivyo alisema.
In now what, in which language?
Kimanga
Luya.
is tighter. But Musenyeeee is Luya. It sounds too Luya. Ina sound too kwa Luya. Musenyeeee.
Okay. Oh, yes, no, just mixing tea and jahe and ripe bananas and raw bananas and kwashi.
I can see a banana here.
Siwezi toa joke ya hiyo nini?
Gani?
Siwezi toa joke ya hiyo jina. It's extreme in all ways.
Musenyeeee. Can I help you?
Yeah.
Can I try?
My hands, yes.
Musenyeeee.
See, Jerry is very well here.
Yeah, I'm very well trained by my mother.
See.
No, I love mkimo.
Even me.
Kwanza yenye imekarangwa. Imekarangwa.
Mimi sipendi imekaangwa, mimi nataka ikiwa hivyo.
Don't
just boil everything and then mash everything together. Sasa tunaweza nikinyekea hapo kando ni nyama.
Wapi?
Kwa hiyo mkimo. Serve it with some beef. Stew.
Or chicken.
You know, since I got into this marriage setup, my wife cut down my
marriage
meat
setup.
intake. That house we are taking meat for 3 days.
Mtamu?
Yeah, 3 days. Mimi niko nakula nyama kwa kila kitu. For the first time I saw my wife making dengu ya green bila nyama in my entire life. Now 7 years down the line.
You're complaining.
I'm now content. Because that's the way life is. Akisema nyama ni siku 3, tutakula siku 3.
Is it ready, PK?
Yeah, it's ready now.
It's ready.
It's very, very ready.
You ready to eat?
Yeah, there's nothing we can. Everything I see like is well mixed. Kila kitu iko hapo, naona is smooth, fine, nini. Time to eat. Atenshaanza kudondoka hapa.
Nakwambia. Nakaa Musenyeeee. Milka.
Shalala huyo.
Kuna Musenyeeee. Tushapata Musenyeeee.
Musenyeeee is ready. Musenyeeee